Welcome to the Harley J Way. Yeah, the Harley J Way. My name is Harley J. I'm your host. Let's jump right in. Hello. Welcome back to the Harley J Way. How are y'all doing? You doing good? Good. That's what I want to hear today. And if you're not doing good, I am so sorry. But I hope you're doing good. For the statistics, most people are doing good, so that's what I'm saying. I hope you're doing good, and I think you're doing good. But you may not be doing good, and no matter what this podcast is for you, if you're doing good, this podcast will cheer you up. If you're not doing good, that's fine. So let's just jump right in. So today we're going to talk about why consistency matters. And if you don't know what consistency is, I don't really think I should give a definition. I'll try to find one. I'll just Google one right now. Consistency. What's the definition? Consistency. Conformity in the application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic, accuracy, or fairness. Or the way in which a substance, typically a liquid, that's definitely not the meaning of consistency. Classical deductive logic. A consistent theory is one that does not lead to a logical contradiction. I don't know if this is giving the perfect consistent feeling. Consistent is kind of like the same thing over and over. Hopefully you know what consistent means if you're listening to this. So, yeah. But if you don't know, my name is Harley J, and today we're talking about why consistency matters. Let's go over to the agenda. We're going to talk about self-discipline and why consistency matters in self-discipline, and how consistency can help shape self-discipline. We're going to talk about why consistency matters in brand creation and content creation. And honestly, let's just jump right in. So, self-discipline. So, first off, the first thing in self-discipline is consistency matters. If you want to help create self-discipline, so consistency matters because it helps establish habits and routines. The thing is, how many times does it take to make a habit? How many times does it make a habit? What do you think? Takes 21 days to make a habit. 21 days. That's not in all cases, but in some cases, that's what it is. But a bad habit, that's for a good habit. A bad habit takes only 1 day. So if you want to be consistent with something, if you want to establish something, you have to be consistent. That's just the truth. So if you're not consistent, you're going to fail. I don't want to be rude, but you're going to fail. Sorry. Now, consistency matters because it will help. Because consistency leads to successful long-term goal attainment. You know what I mean by that? Consistency will. Attainment isn't the right word. I feel like attainment. Honestly, for that one, I just tried to find I googled a cool word that was. I'm trying to sound professional here, but you know what I mean. But really, it leads to successful long-term goal attainment. You're able to achieve these long-term goals if you're consistent. If you do the same thing over and over, it's the same thing as establishing habits and routines, but it's just building a goal. If you do the same thing every day, you work harder and harder. Let's say you have a book you want to write. You're trying to write a book. If you write a tiny bit every day, you're going to get there in no time. But if you write a little bit one day, and a little bit the next day, and a little bit the next day, but then you stop for a day, you'll pretty much skip the next day and the next day, and you will lose track. And when you get back, you're going to be in the wrong flow. You know what I mean? So, next, consistency builds momentum and strengthens self-discipline over time. It helps build this like momentum. And I don't know how to explain it. It helps build this like sort of momentum, and kind of helps build this like it's like a pendulum. You know what I mean? It's a pendulum, and it's swinging back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. And it has that momentum that never stops. And it helps strengthen that. It helps build that. So instead of just going lightly back and forth, it's going from super high in the sky, it's going up and down really fast, and it's building this momentum. And now consistency also improves personal and like work outcomes, basically personal and professional outcomes, like personal and professional outcomes. It helps improve these because it's helping with. I'm just going back to the momentum of the pendulum, the swing, whatever you want to call it. It's going back and forth, and if you every day, I'll just use a different example. If you're playing tennis, if you want to play tennis, if you play tennis every single day, you're working harder and harder and harder and harder, and eventually you're going to be the best player in the world. And you're being strict on yourself. You have to be strict on yourself. If you're consistent with something, if you have a goal, for example, for this podcast, my goal is to publish a new episode every Friday. It is currently, right now, 8:49 on a Thursday. It is late at night, and I have to post this, and this has to go live at 12 a.m. Sorry, 12 p.m. No, 12 a.m. Sorry, 12 a.m. And I'm not gonna flake. No, I'm building self-discipline. Yes, this is my own thing. I'm running my own business. I work for myself. There's no one judging me. I don't care. I could have just slept through this. Not done this. Waiting another day. Not gonna happen. I am hard on myself. You have to be hard on yourself. Consistency matters. Consistency matters. Say that over and over again. Consistency matters. Consistency matters. Consistency matters. So that's why self-discipline matters. And why consistency matters to create self-discipline. But what about content creation? A lot of you are content creators, and you're trying to build. If you want to build a YouTube channel, if you want to build a TikTok account, if you want to build an Instagram, whatever you want to build, if you want to create content or Twitch or whatever, you have to be consistent. Because consistency, if your content is consistent, you're gonna build trust and credibility, and you're gonna build this like your audience is gonna think you're high level. You're gonna build trust and credibility with that audience, and that's a goal. That's a goal. Now, it'll help you kind of create like a clear, brand image. I would say it's gonna help you create a clear brand image. I hope that's the right word, but yeah, it's gonna help you create a clear brand image for just so everyone knows who you are. It's not like you're a foggy thing in someone's head. People know who you are. People are constantly remembering you, thinking of you. Also, like, you know what I mean? The people who are really your fans are going to go on their calendars, and if you say you're going to post every Sunday, they're going to say every Sunday, oh, new video or new whatever. That's what they do. Or if you don't have a schedule, at least for me, I try to post this every day, a little bit every day. I try to work hard, because I want to build that loyal fan base. That likes me, knows who I am, and I like them, and I want to build the community. So I have to work hard every day. People know who I am. I'm fresh in people's heads. So, you know what I mean? And, of course, it also helps build a loyal following, like I just said, and makes content planning more effective in execution. You have to be able to execute these. You have to be able to execute what you're doing. And it really all dives back into self-discipline, because that self-discipline that you have is just helping build this. It's helping build it all. Now, finally, I want to talk about how consistency helps kind of build a brand, helps create your brand. Because, first of all, it helps you establish this identity of your brand. And it helps you, whether it's a personal brand or whatever types of brand it is, helps you reinforce that brand and establish that brand identity. Because a successful brand has an identity, and you need that identity to be present. And consistency helps establish that and build that from the start, but also to reinforce that. Because let's say, yes, if you have this brand identity in your head, that's good. You know it. If you directly tell someone it, that's good. But you need to show that every day for the next 60 days. If you're doing a brand, if you have a brand, I have a challenge for you. Go on, and here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go on, and every day you're gonna show your brand identity, and you're gonna show people, this is my brand identity. This is our brand identity. This is who we are. We're not Prime. We're not Living Maca. We're not, what's some other energy drinks or hydration drinks? We're not your average energy drink. We're the best. Now, quickly, just want to say, Living Maca, best energy drink ever. I'll put a link in the show notes. Check it out. It's really good. But yeah. So also, consistency makes everything easier for consumers to kind of recognize and remember this brand and brand identity. That's really feeding into that brand identity thing. And it also helps build this trust with whoever you're trying to. If it's consumers, if it's whatever your brand is, whoever your target audience is for this brand. If you're trying to sell something, or if you're just trying to build a personal brand, it helps you build that trust. And also in the content creation, it helps you build the credibility. You know what I mean? It also helps you differentiate. Consistency helps you differentiate from competitors, from anyone else who you are competing with. You know what I mean? And of course, it also, if you're in some sort of market, if you're in some sort of, you're going to stand out. If you're in some sort of, whatever your brand is in the category of, you're going to stand out. And that's the truth. You're going to stand out. So yeah, again, what we talked about why consistency matters. Consistency matters because it helps build self-discipline, helps you build your content creation, helps you build your brand. So that's really what we talked about. You can always go back and re-listen to this. I would love if you could. But so yeah, if you like this, if you didn't like it, just whatever you did, however you liked it. If you didn't like it, that's weird for me to say. Please leave a review. Please leave a review. It really helps out. If you want to follow the podcast, please do that. But also, please share. If you share this with someone you know, it really helps. And yeah. Also, did you know you can leave a voice message? There's a link. There's going to be a link in the show notes, and you can literally just click on the link and record yourself like saying "Hi," and we'll play on the podcast. We're going to try to start playing voice messages as much as we can, but we want to promote it as much as we can first. So when we actually are about to start doing it, playing them on the podcast, we have a lot of them. So hopefully we can get a good amount in. So please leave a voice message. Whatever you want to do, it really helps out. So yeah, thanks for listening. I'm Harley J. This is the Harley J Way. Peace out.